Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the point length of arc of contact. Today we are going to derive the expression to find out the length of arc of contact. In previous video we seen that the length of path of contact. So here today we are going to see the arc of contact. There is a there is no any difference between these two. There are little bit change in this arc of contact. So in gear terminology, that is what in lecture number 2 we seen that in gear terminology the path of contact is this is nothing but what this is a arc of contact. This is arc of contact is given as path of contact divided by cos of phi, or simply we can say that the length of path of contact is equal to arc of contact into cos of phi. So today we are going to see the derivation arc of contact. So see here, length of arc of contact. There is a statement for length of arc of contact. The statement is like that: the arc of contact is the path traced by a point on the piece circle from the beginning to the end of engagement of given pair of teeth. So what is the statement? I will repeat once again. See here, the arc of contact is the path traced by a point on a piece circle. This is what a point. This is the arc traced by a point on piece circle from the beginning to the end of engagement of given pair of teeth. Suppose this is one gear and this is a second gear. Both are meshing each other. Suppose again I will draw here gear teeth. So this is what gear teeth will be here. Okay, again another gear will be there. Another gear will be meshing in this gear. Okay, so this is must be some engagement will be here and disengagement will be here. So arc of contact, this is nothing but what this is a point traced by a point on a piece circle from the beginning to the end of engagement of pair of teeth. So this is what arc of contact. So see here, this is figure. In that figure I will zoom this figure and I will explain all the terms one by one. Okay, in previous video we already explained all these terms. I will repeat once again. Okay, so see here, this R, this capital R is nothing but what radius of this piece circle of this wheel. Now wheel is nothing but what larger gear. This is named as wheel. Okay, next one is what this small r, this capital RA. This capital RA is nothing but what the radius of addendum circle of wheel. Okay, A stands for addendum. Okay, next this small r, very small r will be here. This small r is nothing but what radius of piece circle of the pinion. Next this small ra will be here. A stands for addendum, small r stands for pinion, radius of pinion. So small r is nothing but what radius of addendum circle of a pinion. Okay, so see here what they explain. This is what base circle of wheel, here base circle of pinion. Okay, this is what piece circle of wheel, likewise here. Okay, here piece circle of pinion will be here. Okay, next addendum will be there. Okay, so this is what figure. The arc of contact is the point traced by point on piece circle from the beginning of where to the teeth. Okay, this is what figure. In above figure, the arc of contact is EPH or GPH. Considering the arc of contact GPS is divided into two parts, arc GP and arc PH. Okay, I will zoom figure this. The arc GPH, this is nothing but what arc of path of contact. So this is here, this GPH, G starts here. Okay, this is P contact point and ends here. This is H. Okay, this GPH this divided into two parts, that is what, GP plus pH. Okay, so in previous video we seen that the length of path of contact, this is divided into two parts. First part is what, length of approach, and second part is what, length of recess. By adding these two terms we got their length of path of contact. Similar thing will be here. Here the total arc of contact, this is what, GPH. This divided into two parts, that is GP plus pH. So GP is nothing but what, arc of approach, and this pH is nothing but what, arc of recess. By adding these two terms, that is GP plus pH, we got here GPH, and the GP is nothing but what, length of arc of contact. So we are going to see RGP, value of RGP. Afterwards we are going to see value of RPH, and we combine these two terms, we got here the value of RGPH. So this is what base circle. The arc GP is known as arc of approach, and arc of pH is called arc of recess. The angles subtended by these arcs at O1 are called angle of approach and angle of recess respectively. So see here, I will just zoom this figure. In this figure, this O1 will be, this is what, center point of this pinion. Okay, similarly O2 will be here, this center point of this wheel. Okay, O1 to P, or this O1 EM makes an angle, or this GP makes an angle with O1. This is what, phi. This is what, angle of this angle phi. Again pH makes an angle, again phi will be here. This angle of approach, arc of approach, angle of approach and angle of recess will be here. So next thing is what we are going to see. We know that the length of arc of approach, RGP, is equal to, I told that in earlier we seen that the arc of contact, this arc of contact is nothing but what, length of path of approach divided by cos of phi. So what is here, now we are going to see arc of approach. So simply arc of approach is nothing but length of path of approach divided by cos phi. So in this figure, length of approach, the length of approach is nothing but what, this Kp. Total length of path of contact, this is what, K to L, KL. Okay, in that K to L we seen that Kp plus PL. So Kp is what, length of path of approach, and PL is what, length of path of recess. Now we are going to use this term Kp here. So here we are going to find out length of arc of approach. So length of arc of approach, this is nothing but what, length of path of approach divided by cos phi. So simply Kp divided by cos of phi. Now next is what, thus the length of path of contact KL, which is the sum of the parts of the contacts Kp plus PL. So next thing is that we are going to see PL, arc of, that is what, arc of recess. The arc of recess is equal to length of path of recess divided by cos of phi. So length of path of recess, that is what, PL divided by cos of phi. This is what, arc of recess. So since the length of arc of contact GPH is equal to the sum of length of arc of approach and arc of recess, therefore length of arc of contact is equal to arc GP plus arc PH. So arc GP, we already find out, arc GP is nothing but what, Kp divided by cos of phi. Okay, plus PL, this arc of PH, that is nothing but what, PL divided by cos of phi. here see here cos denominator is same, that is cos phi and cos of phi. So simply add the numerator terms, that is Kp plus Pl. So Kp plus Pl is nothing but what? We got here the total value KL. So KL divided by cos of phi. So we can state here the length of arc of contact is equal to length of path of contact divided by cos of phi, because we know that KL is nothing but what? Length of path of contact. So this is what? Arc of contact. Now we are going to see next term, that is contact ratio. So this is what figure. The contact ratio, this is also known as or number of pairs of teeth in contact. Suppose the two gears are in mesh, so we are going to find a number of pairs of teeth in contact. This is known as the contact ratio. So the contact ratio is defined as, here I will read the statement. The contact ratio or the number of pairs of teeth in contact is defined as the ratio of length of arc of contact to the circular pitch. This is what? The ratio of length of arc of contact to the circular pitch. We see here in previous derivation, that is arc of contact. In that derivation we use the terminology, that is what? Length of path of contact. And here in contact ratio we are going to use the terminology, that is arc of contact divided by circular pitch. That means there are connection. So we must know every term to find out next term. Okay. So the contact ratio is nothing but what? It is the ratio of length of arc of contact to the circular pitch. So in gear terminology we seen that circular pitch is nothing but what? P. This is denoted by PC. P stands for pitch and C stands for circular. This is what? PC is nothing but what? Circular pitch. So mathematically this contact ratio is given as contact ratio or number of pairs of teeth in contact is equal to length of arc of contact divided by circular pitch, that is PC. So PC is what? Circular pitch. This is given as is equal to pi into m. M is nothing but what? Module. So m is equal to d by t. We know that. Okay. So d by t is nothing but what? M. This is what? Module. This is what? Contact ratio. Contact ratio is given by pi into m. This is a very much important property, or during solving the problems we have to find out the contact ratio. So we must know the formula, that is contact ratio or number of teeth in contact. So this is equal to what? Pi into m. Instead of m we can write here d by t. This m is nothing but what? Module. Okay. These are the key points. These are too much important points. First key point, that was, or important points will be there. The contact ratio usually is not a whole number. This is not a whole number, that is 1, 2 or 3. For example, if the contact ratio is 1.6, it does not mean that there are 1.6 pair of teeth in contact. So this is not a possible, that is 1.6. How to find out the 0.6 teeth? Okay. So this is not a mean that there are 1.6 pairs of teeth in contact. It means that there are alternatively 1 pair and 2 pairs of teeth in contact. On that basis the average is 1.6. Okay. Now second key point is that the theoretical minimum value for contact ratio is 1. Theoretically we are given we are taking the value of contact ratio is 1, that is there must always be least 1 pair of teeth in contact for continuous action. For the continuous action, for engagement of gears, or we have to transfer motion by using gears, there must be at least one gear, one teeth must be in action or in contact with each other. So theoretically we have taken the contact ratio is minimum 1. And third point is that the larger contact ratio, more quickly the gears will operate. Most quietly the gears will operate. Larger contact ratio. If contact ratio is more, then gears will very smoothly operate. This is a important key points. These key points will be asked on examination for the multiple choice questions, or very even the competitive examinations or even the GATE, this points will be asked. So these are the too much important points. Okay, so today we covered that the arc of contact and contact ratio. In next video we will see the numericals based on these derivations or this formula. Okay, thank you very much.